The United States has long been entangled in the complex web of Middle Eastern politics. From supporting Israel's creation to intervening in conflicts, the U.S. has shaped the region's destiny. Strategic interests like securing oil supplies containing Soviet influence and combating terrorism post-9/11 have driven U.S. involvement. Diplomatic efforts and military aid have been substantial, but reactions are mixed. Some see stability, others see tension. Support for Israel, interventions in Iraq and Afghanistan, and ties with authoritarian regimes are contentious. The legacy is complex, marked by successes and failures. Challenges like the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, extremist groups, and the Syrian civil war persist. The U.S. remains a key player under scrutiny. Recent Gaza developments highlight the delicate balance. The fragile ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, the plight of Palestinian refugees, and the two-state solution debate are critical. The Biden administration faces navigating these complexities. The recent ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas, brokered after 11 days of intense fighting in Gaza, hangs by a thread. The agreement, hailed by some as a step towards peace, has been marred by accusations and recriminations from both sides. Hamas, the militant group that controls Gaza, insists on linking the release of Israeli hostages to the reconstruction efforts in the besieged enclave. This demand has been met with resistance from Israel, with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu facing internal pressure to secure the release of the hostages unconditionally. The fragility of the ceasefire underscores the deep-seated mistrust between Israel and Hamas. Previous ceasefire agreements have crumbled, leading to renewed cycles of violence. The international community, including the United States, has called for restraint and urged both sides to uphold the terms of the agreement. However, the lack of a long-term solution to the underlying issues, including the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, casts a long shadow over the prospects for lasting peace. The situation in Gaza remains highly volatile, with tensions running high. Any escalation in violence could have devastating consequences for the civilian population, who have already endured immense suffering during years of conflict and blockade. The plight of Palestinian refugees has once again been thrust into the spotlight. Jordan, a country already hosting a large Palestinian population, has categorically stated its inability to absorb any more refugees. This stance comes amidst reports that the Trump administration had proposed relocating displaced Palestinians from Gaza to neighboring countries, including Jordan. Amman's refusal highlights the immense pressure faced by countries hosting large refugee populations and the limitations of regional capacity to address the issue. Jordan's Foreign Minister, Ayman Safadi, emphasized that the only sustainable solution to the Palestinian refugee crisis lies in a just and comprehensive peace agreement that addresses the root causes of the conflict. He reiterated Jordan's commitment to a two-state solution, with an independent Palestinian state alongside Israel as the only viable path to peace and stability. The international community has a moral and legal obligation to support countries hosting refugees and to work towards a political solution that ensures the rights and dignity of the Palestinian people. The UAE, a key player in the Arab world, has reaffirmed its commitment to a two-state solution as the only viable path to resolving the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, the UAE's president, emphasized the importance of a just and comprehensive peace based on international law and UN resolutions. This stance aligns with the position of the international community, which has long advocated for a two-state solution. However, the path to achieving a two-state solution remains fraught with obstacles. The continued expansion of Israeli settlements in the occupied West Bank, the lack of trust between Israeli and Palestinian leaders, and the volatile regional dynamics all pose significant challenges. The Biden administration has expressed its support for a two-state solution, but faces the daunting task of reviving the stalled peace process. A concerted international effort, involving key regional and global actors, is essential to break the current impasse and create the conditions for a just and lasting peace.